So here's the shed built 30 plus years ago, and it needs some TLC. So I cut a couple trees down around it. We ended up hitting the corner, breaking it. I pretty much was able to piece it back together, so you really can't tell, but that whole corner got smashed. I extended the stone. All this is extended here, all this, to give us a platform. We then moved the whole shed probably about 2 feet on this corner here, but not so much here because we twisted it. So we're now digging a trench behind it because I never put enough overhang on it. I'll tell you what, more overhang is better in my opinion. That's my 2 cents. So also I did not put a stone base in. I don't know why now in hindsight. I did put some stone in, but not what I'd consider nowadays to be a solid stone base. So after moving it, I started digging, and you can see the damage because of the not enough overhang. It came down, rotted this out. You can see it started going into some of the 2x6s, and it basically wiped out the 4x4 landscaping piece that was underneath there, which was treated. So just because it's treated, don't think you're safe. So now I'm going to get the pry bar and try to wedge that whole thing off, pry it off, put a new one in. I'm hoping that these are I think they're only in a couple inches. So I'm hoping they're going to be okay. Not ideal, but what I'm doing next is I'm taking this board off, putting an 8-inch. It'll bring it down to here of hemlock. We're putting another 6 inches of overhang on this thing all the way around. And then we're going to put 2 feet of aluminum here. So any splash is going against the aluminum and not the wood. And then we're going to dress this thing up. We're going to change the contour of the roof. Instead of just being a straight, we're going to do a little down area there for about 2 feet. We're adding East Lake Design to it when we bring it out on the roof and on the edges. So we're going to really dress it up. I think it's going to look really cool. Sure, I should have caught this damage earlier, but honestly, I had too many other projects and I knew it was happening. I just didn't know it was happening this much, to be honest with you, but better late than never. So this end, and the mice are getting in there too, so that's another big problem. So we need to get this thing back together, no more mice, and get it up on stone. We'll have to fill in underneath as much as we can, get a good overhang on, good drip edge, and then our extended drip edge, which I'll show you later. You've probably seen it in other videos. I'm going to do the same thing here. So this is what it looks like now. And when we're done, I'll give you another view, but it's going to look much different. We did take down the tree that was in this corner. It was in there about 2 feet now. It used to be right on the edge here. And the one that hit the building was over here. I could not get it to fall through all these limbs here. There was just too many limbs in this one tree. So of course it wanted to roll, and it kept rolling on me. And then of course it wouldn't go down on that tree. So I figured I could either miss by a foot maybe, but instead I hit by about 1 foot. So I had to do that before we'd start all this other work, because I didn't want to do all this changing and then have it smashed. So that's where we're at. Back to the pry bar.